All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live session. You guys know what it is. We're live here every single day doing live trades, showing you guys exactly how I make thousands and thousands of dollars a day from the markets without selling anything. Okay, so we don't sell any course, we don't sell a bot, we don't sell a system, we actually don't sell anything. You should never pay anyone to learn how to trade. And in fact, you should actually never send your money to anybody, okay? There's this problem that I see all the time happening, which is people think that there's an easy way out where, oh, if I send this guy on WhatsApp some money, he's gonna trade for me. The answer is no, you're getting scammed. Stop getting scammed. Don't send anybody your money. Don't pay for any mentorships. Don't pay for any signals. All of those things are scams, okay? And I'll go into exact calculated scientific and mathematical reasons as to why all of those things don't work, all right? But for now, what we'll start off with is, by the way, we've actually already done a few trades today. We've made around $3,500 just today. So far at the office, you guys can see right here, we did a trade for about $1,000. Then we did a trade on gold, and we actually hit $2,570 in profit on that trade. Now, I'm going to be going over some more trades. By the way, if you guys have any questions, make sure you guys put it in the chats, put it in the comments, and I will answer everybody's questions, all right? So let's go over the strategy without wasting any time. How do we make money? There's actually 4 parts to the strategy. There's no gatekeeping. You don't have to, it's not behind a paywall like, oh, if you pay me $200 a month, okay, fine, you get access to it. No, here it is, okay? How does AKA PWC make $2,000 to $5,000 every single day from the markets? Obviously, if you have larger accounts, you could do bigger, but I only have around 320K in my account. That's why I'm limited to $2,000 to $5,000 a day. How do I do it? Step 1, very simply, we're always waiting for the range bars to close. So this is called the range bars chart. Now, most likely, you're used to looking at candlestick charts, right? This is what everybody and their dogs and cousins and brothers and mothers are looking at. They're looking at time-based candles. Here's the reality. Time-based candles don't work, okay? You can try to do analysis on time-based candles for as long as you want. You will still end up losing money. That's just the reality. Why is it? Okay, very simply, let me give you guys an example. If you do analysis on time-based candles, you notice how all of them are different shapes and sizes. So you guys can see this is a big green candle right here. This is a smaller, very small red candle, small green candles. Now you will also notice, if you've been trading, that all of your trades are also ending up at different numbers. Your one trade, you'll be up like $140. The next trade, you're down $78. The next trade, you're up $34. If you've traded before, you know that this happens. Each trade ends up being a different number. Why is that? It's because you're actually basing your analysis on time-based candles. They're all different shapes and sizes, so your trades are also different sizes. They never actually end up being the same. But when we use the range bars, you can see all the range bars are very uniform. They're the same exact size. And because we follow a specific strategy, all of our trades end up being round numbers. 1,000. I mean, for my account, it's $1,000 per trade or $2,000 per trade. If you have a bigger account, you might be doing $10,000 or $20,000 per trade. If you have a smaller account, you might be doing $1 or $2 or $10 or $20 per trade. So basically, let's go over this. Yo, Steve, what's going on, man? How's it going? Good to see you back. Yeah, the hands are back. Let's get started. Dream Life is saying, how much does it cost to have a chart like this? So the total cost to have a chart like this is a flat $0. It's actually free. Okay, so if you want this chart, you just need to go to tradeXN.com. Okay, so this is step 1. Okay, before we get into the strategy, step 1. Yo, Andrian, what's going on? LMT, how you doing? Jiggy, what up? Ali, what's going on, man? How you guys doing? Mr. Jack, what up? Gavin is saying, which strategies does it work to make money using the range bars chart? I'm going to go over that. Steve is saying he charged me $0. I know, pretty expensive. Louis is saying, can we use this with prop firms? So here's the thing. I'll go over why prop firms also don't work and why you should only be trading on live accounts. So make sure you guys keep watching, because this is the only place where I actually don't sell anything. There's no mentorship, nothing. I just make thousands of dollars a day from the markets, and let me show you how, okay? I'll walk you through it step by step. Here is the step-by-step, okay? Stop wasting time. You want to make money in the markets, you're gonna need to listen. Step 1, go to tradexn.com, okay? That's the broker I'm trading with, tradexn.com. Click open account, okay? When you click open account, select the first option, AlgoBars, okay? AlgoBars. Select AlgoBars. Now, once you make an account on AlgoBars, okay, once you have your account set up here, now on the left side, you can click chart and then you can open any chart you want. Now, let's say you open a chart. Okay, there's your, for example, in this example, it's Bitcoin, but you can select any market you want, Forex, stocks, commodities, indices, crypto, whatever you want, okay? We're gonna be doing some gold trades today. We're gonna be doing some Bitcoin trades, maybe some NASDAQ trades as well. Now, next step, over here where it says candlestick, select that. And then we're always trading on range bars. Now, all of the different chart types are available. Candlestick, Hikinashi, hollow, line, area, open, hollow, close, range bars, X-ray range bars, or Renko. Now, we always trade on range bars, okay? So click range bars. Now that you're on the range bars chart, okay, the strategy is very simple. When the range bar closes at the reversal, okay, there's 4 steps to this strategy. This is how I make money. If you want to learn, you have to listen. There's no other way. Welcome, please have a seat. So this is how I do it. Now, when the range bars go from green to red, okay, when the range bars go from green to red, that's when we enter our sell trade when the candle closes, okay? So let's say, okay, we don't know the future, okay? Let's keep going, and boom, there we go. Now the range bar closed red. Right here is where we want to enter our sell trade, okay? That's where we want to enter our sell trade. Now, that's step 1. Now, obviously, the opposite is also true. Let's say the range bars are red, and it keeps going, and it keeps going. There you go. Now the candle closed green. Right there, right over here is where we're going to enter our buy trade. Okay, so now let me walk you guys through this step by step. Okay, first of all, what is trading? How does trading work? By the way, you guys came at a perfect time because we're just starting the live session. If you guys have any questions, you guys can always ask me during the live as well. And by the way, if you guys are in the Toronto area, you guys can actually just come visit us in the office. I'm going to walk you through it, Dream Life, exactly when to take profits, all of that. Okay, let's go through it. What is trading? Okay, in trading, we're not buying or selling anything. Okay, there's a big difference between investing and trading. When you invest, you buy something. Okay, you're buying it. And now the only way to make money is if the market goes up, right? That you buy gold, or you buy Bitcoin, or you buy Tesla, or you buy whatever market. Now the only way to make money is if the market goes up. In trading, we have 2 different trades we can enter. We can enter a buy trade or we can enter a sell trade, okay? If I click buy on any market, like for example, any stock or any foreign exchange pair or any crypto or just any index, whatever it is, if I click buy and the price goes up, then we make money, right? That makes sense. But here's the other thing. In trading, we can click sell, and if we click sell instead of clicking buy, if I just click sell and now the price comes down, we can also make money. We can make money whether the markets go up or the markets go down. Okay, this is why trading is way more superior than investing, because in investing, there's 2 big problems. 1, you can only make money if the markets go up. And as we all know, the markets also come down, okay? Now, the second biggest problem with investing is you're limited by your capital, okay? And then your money gets stuck. So let's say you buy $10,000 worth of Tesla. What are you gonna do if it starts to come down? You're gonna cry, okay? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna cry, and you're gonna be sad, and you won't be able to sleep, and you're just gonna, not have an appetite or whatever other nonsense, okay? So that's the 2 big problems with investing, is that you're limited by capital, okay? Because if you have 10,000, for example, and a stock goes up 6% in a year, which by the way is a lot, okay? 6% in a year. You, after a whole year of investing $10,000, have only made $600. It doesn't make sense. That's like $50 a month. That's nothing, okay? That's like milk costs $50, okay? So basically, when it comes to trading, here's the best part. We can make money whether the markets go up or the markets go down. Now that you understand that there's two options here, there's a buy trade or a sell trade, how do we determine how big or small our trade is, okay? Now the smallest lot size, which is what all of you guys should start off with, is 0.01, okay, 0.01. What does this mean? This means that each point that the market goes up or down is worth 1 cent for you. 1 cent, okay? Now, why do I say that? It's because before you dive head first into trading, you need to first learn, okay? You need to first learn with very low risk, okay? The best way to do that is to do 0.01 lot size. Now, for anyone who's just joining, welcome to the live session. I'm here every single day showing you guys exactly how I make money in the markets. So far today, we're already up $3,500. You guys can see right there, 3,500. Our first trade was on BTC. We made 1,000. Our second trade was on gold. We made 2,500. Okay? Now, how to get started? Step one, go to tradexn.com. Okay, go to tradexn.com. On the top right, click open account. Once you click open account, then you're going to click the first option, AlgoBars. Okay, that's the trading platform. It's called AlgoBars. Now on AlgoBars, once you have your account set up with TradeXN, now you can get started. Okay, so once you have your account set up, all you got to do, you just click wallet, you click deposit. Very simply, you could deposit with crypto or directly with your card. It's actually very simple. You just enter the amount, you enter your phone number. Okay, you click I accept, continue. You can just enter your card details here. It takes debit only, and then you can fund your account right away. Okay, yeah, it works anywhere in the world. Wherever you guys are in the world, it works. Okay, how much did I risk to make that? So, I actually, per trade, I max risk $1,000 per trade. Okay, so I do very low risk trading. Now you might think, hold on, you just said $1,000 per trade. How is that low risk? If you look at my account, exactly, abuse fraud. You're saying, is that 320K? Exactly, I have 326,000 in my account. On that, I make 2 to 5K a day, which is around 0.5%. Okay, it's the same thing as if you had a $10,000 account, you're making $20, $30 a day. Does that make sense? Very low risk. If you had $1,000, that's like you're making $3 to $5 a day. Now, does that make sense? Very low risk. Okay, that's how I do my trades. Sahan is saying, is this a bot? No, so I actually do all my trades live. And if you're asking if I'm a bot, why don't you just come to the office and find out? Okay, I'm some Optimus from Tesla robot. Let's see. All right, now let's see if we can do a trade. Okay, because let's see if we can get into a trade. We can see right here we're in a big green uptrend. As soon as this candle closes red, we can enter our sell trade. Now, once you have your account set up, it's funded, you've done a few trades with 0.01 lot, let me explain how you can set your stop loss and take profit. Okay, what is stop loss and take profit? Now, once you have a trade open, we set these two limits right here, stop loss and take profit. What that means is, if the market goes up toward, like let's say you're in a buy trade and the market now goes up, what that means is we set this limit, and if the price hits it, it will close our trade in profit. Okay, now that way we can make sure we're taking profits on each trade, we're not getting greedy. On the other side, there's a thing called stop loss. What is stop loss? If the market goes against you, you set stop loss, and what that does is it'll close your trade. Okay, so these are two triggers that we always set. Now you're asking, how do I set my stop loss take profit? Very simply, right here, if you click the drop down beside the buy button, you can preset your stop loss take profit. That's what I always do. I always set it to 100 and 100. On gold, because gold is a little more volatile, I always set 200 to 200 because I need to give the trade enough room to be able to move. All right. Now, mostly what we're trading is gold, Bitcoin, and NASDAQ. Okay, everybody's asking, what do you trade? What do you trade? I trade gold, Bitcoin, NASDAQ. Not because I like it, it's just because they move a lot. Okay, that's it. The only reason I trade these three is not because I'm like, oh my God, I love Bitcoin, it's gonna go to $1 billion. No, I don't care, okay? If it goes up, we make money. If it goes down, we make money. Same with gold. If it goes up, we make money. If it goes down, we make money. It doesn't matter, all right? So now it comes down to using the range bars, okay? Because all of you guys are doing analysis on time-based candles. That's why all you guys are losing money, and all of your mentors are telling you to do the same thing. Here's the thing. All of your mentors, anybody else who you see that's saying, oh, I'm going to teach you how to trade, and you know, you got to pay me like $200 a month or $500 a month, or my course is $1,000. They are all scammers, okay? They're all scammers, because if you don't know how to trade, but you want to make money, you teach people how to trade, okay? That's how it works. This is why we don't sell anything. You never have to pay me anything. I don't take anyone's money. I will never trade for you unless you have large capital, $100 million plus. That's the only time we can make an agreement, okay? And the reason for that is because just getting the license costs $20 million, okay? So if anybody's out there telling you they're gonna trade for you, remember, they're scamming, okay? They're scamming. Never pay anyone to learn how to trade. Never buy anyone's bot. Never buy anyone's signals. Those are all scams. Okay, there's nobody that has 99% accuracy bots. Doesn't work that way. All right, what's our win rate? So we win around 55 to 60% of our trades. Now, you might be thinking, wait, but the other guy I was watching says he's winning 90% of his trades, okay? Let me tell you something. That guy who's claiming 90% is lying to you, okay? And I'll show you with math very simply why that is. If you have a 90% win ratio, here's the math. Let's say you start an account with $1,000. You have 90% win ratio, you should be able to 5x your account every day, okay? Let's say you only do 2x a day, okay? Let's say you only double your account, which on a 90% win ratio is very low. All right, here's day one, okay? You're at 2,000. Day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Day 7, you're over 100,000, okay? Day 7, you're at 100,000. 8, 9, 10. Day 10, you're at $1 million. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. By day 20, you're at $1 billion. This is why nobody has a 90% win rate. Okay, this is why nobody has an 80% win rate, because you can turn $1,000 into $1 billion in less than a month. This is why they're all lying to you. They're all scammers. Okay, so we don't sell any course, we don't sell any bot. It's because we make money from markets. That's really what it comes down to. Everybody else is scamming you, okay? And it's not possible for me to scam you because I don't take your money, I don't sell anything. You should never buy anything from me. You should never send me your money. You should actually just come here to learn how money is actually made in trading, okay? So like I said, we're already up 3,500. If you're in the Toronto area, guys, come visit us in person. Bring your laptop. We're open 7 days a week in person. All of these other guys are hiding, right? They're hiding. And they don't give you their number. You can't meet with them. It's because they'll sell you a course and then they'll disappear. Yeah, they'll buy Lambos because you guys paid for it, but that's basically it. All right. Now, let's go ahead and explain what the strategy is. The strategy is actually very simple. By the way, if you guys want to get started, all you got to do is you just go to tradexn.com, get your account set up with AlgoBars. When you click open account, you can fund your account directly with crypto or through your debit card. All right, where are you located? Send me a DM. I'll send you the office address. Now, how do we take the trades? How do we make money? Let's not waste time. You guys know how to get your account set up, how to get it funded, how to open the range bars chart. Very simply, there's 4 steps I take, okay? Are you guys ready? Because in the next one minute, I'm going to explain exactly how I made $3,500 today. Step 1, we enter at the range bar reversal. When the range bars go green to red and the candle closes, we enter a sell. When the range bars go from red to green and the candle closes, we enter a buy trade, okay? Step 2, we risk less than 1%, preferably less than 0.5% of our balance per trade, okay? Less than 0.5% risk, very small risk per trade. Step 3, we set our stop loss and take profit at 100 points. And you could do that on AlgoBars. If you click the drop down right beside the buy button, you can preset your stop loss take profit. If you set it to 100, next time you click buy or sell, it will auto set your stop loss take profit. That's step 3. Now that you're in the trade, step 4 is the most important one. We don't touch the trade, okay? This is very, very important. A lot of people, what they'll see is, I'll explain both things. You might now be in profit. Let's say you did a $100 trade, okay? Your stop loss take profit is at 100 and negative 100. Now you're gonna see, let's say the market goes in your direction. You're now at $30. You're now at $50. You're now at $75. In your brain, okay, in your being, your soul will tell you, close the trade, take the money, okay? Because you can close your trades early. But here's the problem. It's that you can't make emotional decisions when you're doing when you're trying to make financial decisions. You shouldn't be emotional at all. So we don't touch the trade. We're gonna either let it hit our stop loss or take profit. Now, on the other side, you might see negative 40, negative 50, and now your entire being is telling you, close the trade, close the trade. You're at negative 40. Why would you let it go down and let it hit negative 100 when you can only just lose 40, okay? Now, I'll explain this very, very simply to you, okay? So let's go to this, because this is very, very important to understand. Now, let's say there's 3 people. One person starts their account with 1,000, one starts their account with 10,000, and one starts their account with 100,000. This is called an equity curve, okay? You're gonna learn something new today. What is an equity curve? An equity curve is your balance over time, okay? How your balance looks over time. Now, let's say you have a very profitable strategy, you follow it properly, less than 0.5% risk, and you're basically turning your brain off and doing exactly what you're supposed to. Now, after 6 months, okay? After 6 months, let's say you make 50% gains, which you might not think is a lot, but remember, your bank gives you 2% a year, or 1.7%, whatever the rate is. That's how much you get every single year. Now, 50% in 6 months is huge. Now, if you started with $1,000, that means you've made $500, okay? Now, that doesn't sound like a lot. Now, if you started with 10,000, you did the same exact thing. Now you actually made $5,000 in 6 months. That's pretty good. You know, $5,000 in 6 months, pretty good. But if you started with 100,000, let's say you didn't even do 50%, you only did 30%. Now you've made $30,000, okay? Now this brings us to a few points. First of all, it's important to start your trading account with as much as possible. It's the same thing as, let's say your bank is saying, okay, sir, you're gonna get 2% a year. And you go to the bank manager and you say, what's the minimum I can start with? What are they gonna say? They're gonna say, there's the door, okay? Really. They're gonna be like, we're telling you you're making 2% a year. You're asking me what's the minimum you can start with? It logically doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense because they're gonna be like, I mean, you can put $100, you make $2 a year. You know, it doesn't make sense. Same way with trading. Trading is a percentage-based business. Now, that's why it's important to have as much as possible in your account. And then we risk as little as possible. I'll come to that point in a bit, but notice how when you're trading, why is this equity curve not straight up? Because you're going to win trades and you're going to lose trades, okay? Remember that. You will win trades and you will lose trades. Now, the problem is that, you know, a lot of people, when they see the equity curve come down, let's say you even go negative, you're negative 10, 20%, you think, well, this isn't working out. And this is why most people fail in trading, because they don't understand that it's a business, okay? That's actually what it comes down to. Edna, thanks for the gift. I appreciate it. Let's go. So before I continue on, for anyone who's just joining, welcome to the live session. I'm here every single day doing live trades, showing you guys exactly how I make money in the markets. Let's see if there we go. Actually, this is a really good entry. So you can see right here, you see we closed on the downtrend. The downtrend closed. So we got this red bar closed. And now it came down and we're having a pullback up. And you can see our entry for the sell was here, but the market price is here. We're actually getting a much better price. So I'm going to go ahead and enter our sell trade right here because we're getting a better price. There is our sell trade now. And you can see right there is my stop loss and right there is my take profit. Do you notice how it auto set my stop loss take profit? This is $1,000 trade we just entered, Okay, we just entered our first trade of the live, third trade of the day, and we're gonna let this ride out. And you can see the live profit and loss happening right there. We're gonna keep monitoring this trade, okay? But for anyone who's just joining, welcome to the live. I'm here every single day doing live trades, showing you guys exactly how trading works. We don't sell any course, we don't sell any bot, we don't sell any VIP signals, and you should in fact never pay anyone for any of those things because all of those things are scams. You should actually never even send me any money because I don't trade for you unless you have large scale capital. Then definitely contact me. And when we say large scale capital, I don't mean 10K. I mean, I'm talking about like $5 to $10 million plus only, okay? Because we're in the middle of raising $100 million. We've raised a little bit already out of the 100 million, but we're trying to get to the 100 million. By the way, I'm in the process of actually making a few $billion without selling anything. So if you guys want to follow along, make sure you guys give me a follow, turn on the live notifications. We're already up $140 on this trade, guys. Congratulations to everybody who's following along, who's learning. We're up $190, $200 on this trade. We just entered. Congratulations. That was a really good entry. And yeah, we're hovering around that $200 mark. We'll come back and we'll see exactly what's going on. Now, RC's Daddy saying you're 20% on capital gains. So basically, there's actually a lot of ways to mitigate that. All of our gains are through our corporation. And then also, investing has capital gains. Trading works a little bit different because trading is a lot more high frequency. So I was saying, are you in the UK? No, we're actually, our office here is in Toronto. So if you guys are in the Toronto area, come visit us in person. We're here every single day doing live trades. Send me a DM. I'll send you the office address. Now, if you guys want to get started, which you should right now. Yeah, Dream Life. I'm going to explain exactly why I entered the sell. For anyone who's just joining, guys, get started right away. Go to tradexn.com. Okay, go to tradexn.com, click open account. Select the first option, AlgoBars. Okay, that's the trading platform you want to be trading on. They have two, but you want to be trading on the AlgoBars platform. That's the one that has the range bars, okay? Now, once you have your account set up, click wallet, click deposit. You can deposit either through crypto or card. Card is the easiest unless you already have crypto. Right here, you just enter the amount, you enter your phone number, and then check mark, click continue. And then you can actually deposit directly through your debit right here. It funds your account instantly and you can get started right away. John is saying you partly own the platform, right? So AlgoBars, yeah, so AlgoBars is made by, the founder of AlgoBars is Camilo Amato, who's ex-Fidessa VP. He actually, if you guys know Bloomberg, or if you guys know Fidessa actually built the backend infrastructure of all major banks and brokers globally. So the ex-VP of Fidessa, this multi-billion-dollar company, is the founder of AlgoBars, the trading platform. It's plugged into a few brokers right now. So mostly TradeXN, go to Abato. You can use either one. I would suggest TradeXN. They have the lowest fees. And there's more like brokers and banks incoming that will be using AlgoBars. So Camilo Amato is the founder of AlgoBars. Guys, congratulations. We're already at around $290, $300 in profit. There we go. Congratulations. Let's go. And yes, no, so Carlos, this works globally. Anywhere you are in the world, you can use AlgoBars. There we go. We're over $300 in profit, $320 in profit on this trade. So let's get started, guys. Congratulations to everybody who's following along. Let's go. You guys know we do this every single day. Guys, $460 in profit. There we go. We're getting close to our take profit, which is right down there. So let's get started. Yes, man, VTradeXN is regulated. Ultimate Gaming is saying, how do I change the time frame? Very simple. So if you have the time-based candles on, you can just click this 1 minute, 5 minute. They even have on other platforms, this is a paid function, like the sub-minute time frames, like 10 seconds, 5 seconds. But over here, it's completely for free. But on the range bars, remember, there's no time frame. It's actually range size, okay? Range size. So the range size I'm currently on is 20. Now, everybody's always wondering, wait, how do I learn? It's moving so fast. The only way to learn, okay, just like every single other thing in life, is by doing it, okay? So you need to go, get your account set up. You need to fund it. You need to start doing the smallest trades possible, just 0.01 lot size. That at 100-point stop loss take profit is only a $1 trade, okay? If you can't even do that, then this is not the right thing for you. You should continue living in your parents' basement, and then you should continue to complain about the price of milk, okay? Because then there's no hope. That's really what it comes down to. Because everybody's so busy trying to save 3 cents on fuel, you'll actually drive 20 minutes, half an hour one way to save those 3 cents. And you think that you're being like a big shot, like, oh yeah, and then you can go talk to your friends about it. But you guys are all wasting time. And instead of, this is what I always say, instead of worrying about saving money, imagine, and like going through flyers, oh my God, milk is on sale, like $1 off. Instead of wasting all of that time saving money, imagine, just imagine for a second, you spent all of that time and effort to actually try to make more money. Okay, the problem is, this is the reason why you guys are all broke. This is the reason why you're poor. Okay, very simply, the reason you're poor is because you spend your energy trying to save money instead of trying to make more money. Okay, now here's the thing, I don't really have a filter, okay? So don't take anything personally. But if it hurts you, that means that what I said is true, okay? If you feel what I say, that means what I'm saying is true. Because if it wasn't, you wouldn't feel it, right? If you're broke and you're poor and you're living in your mom's basement, this should affect you. It should. That's just the reality. So nothing personal, just reality. And if you're hurt by reality, that means that you're surrounding yourself with people who want to make you feel good. I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to tell you that you're broke for a reason. It's because all your friends are broke, it's because your family's broke, and it's because you surround yourself with broke people. So, this is how I make money every single day. Follow these steps. Come and learn. You don't have to pay me. You should never pay anyone to learn how to trade. Go to tradexn.com. Right there, it's pinned. Go to tradexn.com, get your account set up with AlgoBars, start using the range bars, join me live every single day, follow along, ask questions, and change your life right now. Now, let's go over some of these questions, okay? If my TP is 500 pounds, what should my SL be? Now, Mar, here's the reality. I always do 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio, okay? What does that mean? You can see my stop loss and my take profit are both at 100 points each. Why? Because you need to give the trade enough room to be able to move, okay? Now, the only reason I would be doing a 500 pound, which is over $500 take profit, is if I had $50,000 in my account, okay? Let's go through this so I can explain this to you, okay? Yeah, Tony, AlgoBars has Renko bars, but I use the range bars, okay? Constantine is saying, no, bro, you're not right by choosing those words. Okay, well, here's the thing. I am right because I'm able to do what I say and I don't sell anything. And unless you can prove I'm wrong, which you can't, then I'm right, okay? That's really what it comes down to. Now, how do you know how much to risk per trade? It's very simple. Look, I broke it down. Here you go. No minimum deposit, Travis Scott. If you're the real Travis Scott, you should be putting in like $200 million, okay? So, your dad's landlord is saying the only person would trust on TikTok. Exactly. That's why I still have people from 8 years ago that still call me saying, oh my God, you're right. Okay? It's either you can realize that now or you can realize that 10 years later. But you will realize I'm right. Okay? Now, let's say I have $1,000 account. The lot size maximum that I would use is 0.01. Now, that's a $1 trade. Now, you're going to be saying, why would I put in 1,000 to do a $1 trade? Let me break this down, okay? Let's say you have a $1,000 account, you do $1 trades. You're not just doing one trade a day. You're doing 5, 10, 15, 20 trades a day, okay? Now, let's say you make $5 a day, okay? You make $5 a day by doing $1 trades. Did you know that at the end of the month, that's an extra how much is that? $5 a day times 30. 150. Yeah, you're making 15% a month. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's say you do $10 in profit a day. That's $300 on your $1,000 account. Now, you might think it's only a small amount per day, but you know it adds up over time. The same thing. Let's say you have a $10,000 account, okay? You're doing 0.01 lots. That's a $10 trade. If you can make $50 a day on a $10,000 account, doesn't sound like a lot, right? I have 10,000 in my account. AKA, you're telling me only make $20 to $50 a day? $50 a day is an extra $1,500 a month. That's crazy. Just so you understand, that's life-changing. You can afford to move out of your mom's basement, okay? You can do that. You can get a room or a small little condo for that much, okay? This is how money is made in trading, okay? This is how money is made in trading. Now, if you have a $100,000 account, then I would be doing one lot size. That means each trade is a $100 trade, okay? Now, do you see how you need money in the account in order to actually make money? Okay, this is just the business. There's no other way to put it. Like there's no other explanation. You can't start with $500 and expect to make $100,000, but you can start with $100,000 and expect to make $500. Does that make sense? Everybody wants to turn 1,000 into 100,000, but what I'm saying is no. You should start with 100,000 and make 1,000. Okay, that's how income is made. Everybody wants to win the lottery. Okay, you're not gonna win the lottery. You're just not gonna win the lottery. Okay, maybe one person is gonna win the lottery, but the chances of you being that person are very low. Okay, but this is why it's important to learn how to make income every single day rather than trying to win the lottery every single day. All right, now. Let me go through a couple of questions. Can I use it on prop firms? Okay, let me go and explain why prop firms don't work, okay? And for that, I will take out a very, very important tool, okay? It's called Paint, okay? Let me show you because you need to understand this. Let's say this is your equity curve, okay? And let's say, what is an equity curve? Again, it's your account balance over time, okay? It's your account balance over time. Now, very simply, let's say we have a profitable trading strategy, okay? We're profitable, we know how to trade. This is how your equity curve is gonna look, okay? On an actual trading account with a profitable strategy. Now, is this profitable? Yes, because you started here and you ended up here, right? That looks profitable. Now, let's do this exact thing, okay? I'm not the greatest at drawing, but let's do this exact thing. Let's say you had a 10K account, okay? 10K. Now, let's say you start trading, okay? You win some trades, you lose some trades, you win some trades, you lose some trades. Boom, are you profitable? Yeah, right? Because you started here, now you're at maybe 20K. Now, let's say you did the exact same strategy with 1K, with 1,000. Exact same thing, okay? I'm going to try to copy it exactly how it is, okay? Obviously, I'm not the greatest at drawing, you guys know that, but there we go. Now, are we profitable? The answer is no, okay? Let me explain why. What happened right here? What happened right there? This is 0, okay? So you actually went to 0 there. This is why you need funds in the account. This is why you need margin. This is why if you try to start with 500 or 100, it's not gonna work. Everybody tells me like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna start with 100. I'm gonna start with 500. I'm gonna see if it works and then I'll put in more. It's not going to work. I'm telling you right now. This is why everyone keeps blowing $100, $500, $1,000 accounts. Because of this. Because of this. It's not gonna work. You're gonna go to 0, okay? That's just the reality. Now, none of your mentors or these guys selling signals are gonna tell you this, okay? Why? Because when you buy their prop firm challenges, when you buy their signals, they don't care if you go to 0. I actually, even though I'm giving you the reality, I'm being very no filter, giving you the honest truth, it's because I care, okay? Even though it might not seem like it. Let me parent you, because that's the only way you learn. Adults aren't really, used to being parented because you think you're smart. You're not smart. You're living in your mom's basement. So basically, what it comes down to is that this is why I don't sell anything, because I don't like what we need to do is I need to grow into the billions and billions of dollars. I'm not going to get to billions of dollars if I'm selling a $500 course, okay? Exactly, your dad's landlord is right. I'm pretty sure, this guy's name is your dad's landlord. I'm pretty sure some of you guys are living in his basement, okay? And yeah, so that's just what the reality is. So, and I had to learn this the hard way myself, which is I kept depositing 100 and I kept blowing it. And I was like, why do I keep blowing it? It's because I didn't have margin in the account. So the next thing that brings us to, by the way, for anyone who's just joining the live, welcome to the live. I'm here every single day doing live trades, showing you guys exactly how I make money in trading without selling you guys a course, a bot, or anything like that. I actually just make money trading. So far today, we're up $3,500. You can see right there. Our first trade of the day was $1,000 on BTC. Our second trade, we did a gold trade for $2,500, okay? So if you guys want to learn without having to pay, make sure you guys give me a follow right now. Turn on the live notifications. If you guys are in the Toronto area, come visit me in person. I'm the only one you can actually come visit in person. Shake my hand, meet me in person, bring your laptop, send me a DM. I'll send you the office address, and we'll see you guys here. We're open 7 days a week from 11 to 5, okay? Now, how to get started? Very simple. You just go to tradexn.com. Okay, that's the broker I'm using. That's where I'm trading. Click open account. When you click open account, step 2, click AlgoBars, okay? Don't mess up. I'm giving you very simple instructions. Even a child could follow this. And you being an adult, if you can't follow this, let me tell you something. There's no hope, okay? There's just no hope. So, TradeXN, click AlgoBars, get your account set up, get your account funded, start practicing with the range bars, join me live here every single day, ask your questions, don't pay me anything, and just learn. Just learn, stop wasting time. Now, for everyone who's saying, what's it called? Your dad's landlord saying I only have 3 mil. Yeah, that's a pretty decent account. So, for anyone who's saying, what about prop firms? What about all of this? Okay, we need to go back to this. This is why prop firms don't work. Because every single trader will have what's called, let me make this purple, this right here, okay? What is this? And what is this right there? What are these two things? Let me explain. This is called your, okay, whatever. This is called your drawdown, okay? What's drawdown? What's drawdown? Drawdown is basically when your accounts, when you have a losing streak, you start to lose money, okay? Everyone has a drawdown. This is normal. I have drawdown too. Let me show you my drawdown. Okay, let me show you my drawdown. So let's go to Trade Journal. By the way, there's Trade Journal on AlgoBars. So look at this. My drawdown, the max that I had on this account was $26,000. Everyone comes and they're like, hey, AKA, can I follow your trades? Can I do the same trades as you? Okay, well, I came down negative 26K at one point. If you didn't even have 26K in your account, you would have gone to 0, okay? Everyone wants to follow what I do, but you don't even have enough funds to do what I do, okay? That's the reality. So, I came down negative 26K, but because my account had over 250K at that time, that wasn't too bad for me, okay? It's like I can manage. So that's really what it comes down to, okay? Now, let's go back to this. Now, for anyone who's saying, oh yeah, I was saying, this is why prop firms don't work, because my drawdown was over 10, 15%. Now, prop firms, they have drawdown limits of like 6%, 8%, which means, let's say you buy that $100 challenge, you think you're trading with 10,000, which you're not, you're on demo. You come down 6%, boom, account blown, gone, see you later, come back next time. And that's why prop firms don't work. This is why, for me, even if I have drawdown, I can continue trading because it's my own funds, okay? OG is saying, so your stuff is for people in the big leagues. No, let me explain. You can do this with smaller accounts. The only problem is you won't, because you don't listen. You're not gonna listen to me. I'm telling you, on a $1,000 account, the max trade I would do is a $1 trade. You're not going to do that. Very simply, you're not gonna listen to me, okay? You're gonna end up doing $10 trades. You're gonna do $50 trades. You're gonna do $100 trades on your 1,000 because you're like, I'm right, I'm a big man, I can do whatever I want. And then you're gonna blow your account, then you're gonna cry yourself to sleep, Okay, that's just what's gonna happen, because you're not gonna listen to me. What I'm saying is, if you can make, look, this very simply shows you. Okay, yeah, Tony, you're exactly. They're just lying. Nothing is real. All of those things are fake. So, right here, on a $1,000 account, if followed correctly, strategy with very, very small risk, less than 0.5%, after 6 months, yeah, you can make up to 50%, or more or less. I don't know. Depends on how many trades you take. But this is an example to show you that after 6 months, if I did what I'm doing, I would be up $500 on a $1,000 account. But that's by doing 50 cent to $1 trades. Okay? But you're not gonna do that. Okay? You're gonna try to be greedy and make huge amounts of money right away. On a 10K account, after 6 months, if you follow everything correctly, you have a profitable strategy, you're risking very small percentage, and you do it correctly, yeah, you might actually be up 50% or more or less. I don't know how many trades you're doing, but on 10K after 6 months, you'll make 5K. The real money is made with large scale capital. Okay, like the amount of money you want to make, you need a lot of money for. Now, obviously, there's a lot of people that start their account with 20, 50K, 100K, 200K. A lot of people come to the office, start their accounts with 100K, 200K. This is normal, just depends. But when it comes to trading, you have to understand, where you stand and what actually works for you. What I'm saying is, everyone should start with at least 10 to 50K in their account and only try to risk less than 1% per trade, less than 0.5%. And then, let's say on a 10K account, you could just make $50 to $100 a day. That's an extra $1,500 to $3,000 a month. That's amazing. It might not sound like a lot per day. $50 a day doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up over time. Treat trading like a business. All right. Jerry, it seems like it's your first time here. Welcome to the live. All right. Let's see. What's your win rate, bro? So my win rate is around 55 to 60% accuracy over time. Now let's go over the next thing. Okay, so now a lot of people come to me and they're like, oh, I have my account with this other broker. I like them, which is hilarious because for brokers, it doesn't even matter whether you win or lose. It doesn't matter. So this is an example of if we took 20 trades, me and you who are trading somewhere else, but I'm trading on TradeXN. If we took the same exact 20 trades, I won, we both took the same trades, we won 12, we lost 8, 60% win ratio, pretty reasonable. This is what the numbers would look like. Now, you have to remember, if you don't understand these things, you will never be successful in trading. Okay, I'm giving you a crash course in trading right now. Crash course. If you understand all these things, it's gonna propel your trading journey like 5 to 6 years into the future, because it took me 5 to 6 years to learn all this stuff. Okay, everything I'm telling you took me years of learning, cost me thousands of dollars. Okay, and I'm just telling you what I learned. Now, let's say we took 20 trades, same trades. I'm trading on TradeXN that has the lowest fees that I have found personally anywhere. Okay, and you're trading somewhere else where you're paying at least 30 pips or more. Okay, this is best case scenario for you, but realistically speaking, it's much worse than this. Okay, so let's say I do a $100 trade, I make 100. You do the same trade, you'll only make 70. Why? Because you're paying those extra in fees. You're paying that extra 30 pips minimum in spreads, commissions, swaps, maker fees, taker fees. All of these fees, they add up to at least be 30 pips or more. Now you might be saying, well, that's fine. I don't mind paying extra, which is a dumb thing to say in business, but okay. Now, when it comes to the losing trades, let's say, I lose 100, but now you've lost 130 because your fees got stacked on top of your losses. The same way your fees got stacked on top of your wins, the same way your fees get stacked on top of your losses. Now you're down 130. If we do this over 20 trades, okay, this is real math. This is why if you do anything else, you're going to end up losing money. At the end, same trades, I'm up $400, over 20 trades. But you're down $200. Same trades, okay? I actually had a guy who was watching me do my live trades the other day on TikTok. I did a trade. he did the same trade on his own broker, okay? And I hit $1,000, and you know, I'm like, oh, congratulations, everybody. We just hit $1,000, whatever, all of that. He called me right after the live. He's like, yo, bro, I did the same exact trade, but when you hit 1,000, I was only at 640. And I was like, okay, let's go through it, you know? So we went through it. His fees were so high, the broker was eating up almost 40% of his profits, okay? Imagine on his losses, he's paying an extra 40 almost, okay? This is why it's not gonna work. All right, guys, so right there, our first trade of the live, we hit stop loss. And there we go. So now we just got the reversal, okay? We got the reversal. Let's wait for the market to pull back. So right here is our entry price, right? You see how the market came down? I'm not gonna enter here. I'm gonna wait for a pullback. If the market pulls back and gives me that entry right here, that's where I'm gonna enter my sell trade. We don't chase trades, okay? We don't chase trades. If it's gone, it's gone. We wait for the next one, okay? We wait for the next one. But we'll see. If we get a major pullback here, I'll enter the trade. But for now, it's kind of gone, so we're just gonna wait. So welcome everybody who's here. Welcome to the live session. I'm here every single day doing live trades, showing you guys exactly how I make money in the markets. There's no course to buy. There's nothing to pay for. Yeah, have a good one. Take care. I come live daily, answer your questions, show you guys all my trades, and hopefully you guys learn. All right, do I teach beginners? Yeah, Gloria, I do, for sure. If you guys want to learn, make sure you guys give me a follow, turn on the live notifications, and here's the step-by-step guide to get started, okay? You could go to the link in my bio, you could join our Discord, all that's free, nothing is paid. But step one, go to tradexn.com, okay? Step one, go to tradexn.com, click open account. Once you click open account, select the first one, AlgoBars, okay? Register your account. Very simple. Follow the registration, okay? Next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna click wallet, okay? You're gonna click wallet at the top, click deposit. Now you can deposit either through crypto or card. Crypto, you guys know how crypto works. I don't need to explain it. You can, you know, select whichever one. They take Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, USDC, BNB, Solana, Dogecoin, whatever. Select the network. Click generate deposit address. It'll generate your wallet address, your personal wallet address right there. You can fund your account, or you can click card, which is actually way easier. You just enter the amount. So let's say I'm doing 1,000. I enter my number. By the way, guys, this is my real number. You can call me anytime, or you can text this number. Okay, you'll reach me, and you can call me anytime. I'm the only one that actually gives my number because I don't need to hide. You can come visit me in person. If you're in the Toronto area, come visit us in person. Our office is open 7 days a week. There's my number. Call me, text me. Because I don't sell anything, I don't need to hide. So you can actually just come, call me anytime. And then click deposit. And then right there, you can enter your card information. You can fund your account right away without delay. And it only takes debit. You can enter your debit information. Boom, deposit, your account is funded. There we go. And now you can start, and you can stop wasting time. All right, yeah, so that market, it did not come back. It just continued down. But that would have been a good trade if we got in right at that reversal. That would have been a pretty good trade, okay? What are you trading? I mostly trade gold, NASDAQ, and BTC. Those are the three pairs that I trade. What's the website called? So it's tradexn.com, tradexn.com. When you go to tradexn.com, click open account, and then make sure you select the AlgoBars platform. That's the one that has the range bars, okay? That's the one that has the range bars. This other platform doesn't have the range bars. They have two, but just select AlgoBars. All right. There we go. And now we'll just wait for the next reversal. So now if this closes green, then we'll enter. Now, let me just go over one thing in terms of how it looks. Okay, I made this little demo so you guys can see. How do we enter the trade? Now, look right here. You see right there where the candle closes? We want to enter our trade, okay? Now, if we get this pullback like you guys saw in this little animation I made, right? You can see we can actually enter our second trade. Okay, so let me kind of zoom in here for you guys. So this is how the range bars work. They only move when the market actually moves. Okay, so once the market moves, these bars move. Now, right here is our first buy trade. Let's say this is a $100 trade. Our take profit is at $100, okay? Now, once the market moves up, it hits our take profit, there's $100 on this trade. But I'll refresh and I'll show you guys how on a pullback you can actually enter a second trade, so you can stack your trades. Okay, so let me just go back to this demo. Now watch very closely. Okay, watch very closely. Look, there's the reversal, right? Look, the market pulled back, boom, we got a second entry. Okay, now let's say we get a second entry. I would only enter if we get an extra 50 points. There has to be a catch. There's actually no catch, because the way that this works is we're actually just trying to make AlgoBars, the platform, grow into the billions and billions of dollars. So I'm actually just trying to help everybody, because this is the best platform that exists. Okay, there's no better platform than this. This is the best platform. It has all the functions that you could need, and you can just start using it. And the more people on the platform that are using it, that are successful, that are good, you're gonna tell all your friends, and the platform grows, and it's a win-win scenario for everybody. So there we go. Let's see. We'll wait for the next reversal, then we'll actually enter the trade. So that's actually how it works, very simply. Now let's go over, a very cool function that AlgoBars has, okay, which is called Algo Builder. So if you go to the left side here, if you click Algo Builder, you can click it from the top two strategies. Let's say you don't want to trade, but you want to make money. Okay, you don't want to trade, you want to make money. Very simply, you can, if you have a strategy, you can put this in right here. It will build the strategy for you. Okay. So Ghana's saying, take the damn trade. Okay. Here's the thing. This is why everybody loses money. Okay, because you just want to be in a trade. We're gonna wait for for there to actually be a trade, and then we'll take it. But let's say right here, you don't know what a strategy is. You don't actually want to trade. You could just click let AI invent it. This is a very cool function. It's built in here. Now what this will do is, let's say we want to test it over 1 month. You can select your settings. You can play around with this yourself as well. Now let's say you select your strength. Let's just do heavy. Okay, and I click generate strategy. Now you can select whichever market. I've just selected BTC, but you can do it on gold or whatever. Click generate strategy. Now this right now, if you go out to build a bot or to buy someone's bot, it costs thousands of dollars, okay? But what AlgoBars does is it will actually make a strategy. You don't need to understand it, okay? You don't need to understand it. It will make one for you. Then it will code it for you, which actually costs thousands of dollars. Right now, you have to go find a developer, all of this nonsense, pay them, wait months and months for them to actually code it. It will build, code, and then the most important one, it will actually test that strategy over real market data and then give you a result. Okay, it'll give you a result. Like this one's not really that good because it just gave 5% a month. Now you all obviously need to account for fees and all of that, but 5% a month, 13% drawdown, almost 60% win rate. I mean, in essence, it's pretty good if you're trading with large capital, like $1 million to $5 million plus. It's fine. But let's go back and let's build another one, okay? Let's build another one. Let's see if we can build a big one. Saad is saying, I think you're broke and just hiding behind the screen. Okay, well, here's the thing. I'm actually here in person. So Saad, you need to come in person and meet me in person. I'm here 7 days a week from 11 to 5 every single day. 7 days a week, and I don't sell anything. So let's just do the math and let's just be logical here, okay? Let's just be logical. So AKPWC, AK Muhammad, doesn't sell anything. I don't sell a bot. I don't sell a course. I don't sell anything, okay? Then I very specifically say, don't buy anything from me, okay? Don't send me your money. And I will never trade for you, okay? Now, knowing all of these things, knowing all of this, okay, how would I pay for my monthly expenses? By the way, just this office is $5,000 a month, which is free. Just so you guys know, this office, I pay $5,000 a month for, and it's free for you to come here. You never have to pay me. So how do I make money? From trading, okay? That's the reality. We make $2,000 to $5,000 a day here, trading. And I do my trades live. So far today, we're up $2,500. All my trades were done in front of everybody here, okay? They're recorded, live. I'm actually live on YouTube, School, and TikTok right now, okay? I have a few thousand people that watch me every single day that have never paid me a single penny. So let's just be logical, okay? Let's just, for example, I know that a lot of you people are not used to rational thinking anymore because you guys are NPCs. Okay, what's an NPC? A non-playing character, okay? Because you wake up in the morning, you have to be at your job at 9 a.m. or else your boss is going to get you in trouble. He's going to write up a little note, okay? And now that's ruined your day. Now you say to your boss, okay, wait, who made that? Who made that comment? Let me just call him out. Who made that? Who was that? Saad. Okay. So Saad, you wake up. You got to be ready. You sit in traffic for an hour. You go, and now your boss is angry at you because whatever, his wife didn't make him breakfast. Now your boss is angry. You say, hey, can I go to the bathroom? He says no. Now you can't even go to the bathroom, okay? Now you're like, oh, shoot. Now you go home, and now you're like, wait a minute. I live in the basement, okay? Now you come and you watch me trade live. I make what you make in a whole month right in front of you every single day. And now you, because you're just upset at your own life, and by the way, I say you can actually come here and learn for free. Now, because you're just upset, you're going to say, no, I have an ego, even though I live in a basement and I take the bus or I actually just walk. Now, because of your ego doesn't allow you to actually break out because now you have something to talk to your friends about, which if you don't have at least $10 to $50 million liquid in your bank account, you shouldn't have friends, okay? Because it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. All right? So, where's the office located? Send me a DM. I'll send you the office address, guys. I post it all the time in my office, in my posts. By the way, look, this is the strategy. Check this out. 24% return in a month. This is a pretty good strategy, right? It's pretty good. In a month without doing anything. Look, it took 791 trades, fully automated. Now, max drawdown is 16.9%. This is what it comes down to. Remember what I said, drawdown is when your account goes negative? This is where everyone quits trading. Because, yeah, this at the end of the month would have made 24%, but let's say you had a $1,000 account, you would have gone to zero. Let's say you had a $1,500 account, you would have gone to zero. Why? Because it came down. This is on a $10,000 account. It would have come down negative $1,690. So if you did this on anything less than 10,000, you would have, if you did this anything less than 1,700, you would have just gone to zero. Okay? Lena's saying, yo, trade live, I want to witness. Gloria saying, do you have to pay for this platform? No, you don't have to pay for this platform. It's free to use. All right, there we go. Okay, so here, let's take the next trade. I'll tell you why I'm going to be taking this trade soon. So we're coming off this downtrend, right? We're coming off this downtrend. We got the reversal. Candle closed, right? Candle closed, green. Now, what's happening here? We got a pullback. On this pullback, I could have entered a buy trade. But again, what's happening? The market went up. I can't enter. We missed the trade. Okay, we missed the trade. It is what it is. Yeah, code is right. You need enough buffer. I know that's why everybody fails in trading. It's actually crazy. Cal is asking, what strategy is that? I'll tell you what the strategy is very simply in 4 steps. Step 1, we enter at the range bar reversal when the bar closes. Okay. Step 2, we risk less than 0.5% per trade. Step 3, I always set my stop loss take profit at 100 points above and below our entry. Always 100 points at 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. And step 4, we never touch our trade. Okay. Jerry's saying, hold on. If I trade with 5K and it goes down to the negatives, now I owe? No. So actually, let me explain. What I mean by drawdown is, let's say you start with 5,000. At one point, even if you are profitable, okay, you need to understand this. Even if you are profitable, you will at one point come down below how much you started with. You'll come down to 4,800 or 4,400 or even 3,200. That it's gonna happen, okay? Even if you're profitable over time, it's because you need consistency to show you that you're gonna be profitable over time. So it's not that you owe, it's that your balance has now come negative. But this is normal, okay? This is what I was showing here. It's that, let's say, look, I know this is a very, very very high quality art project here, okay? So let's say this is your profitable strategy. Why is it profitable? Because you started here and you ended there, right? Profit. At the end of the day, it's up, right? It's up. But what is happening over here? This is called drawdown, okay? This is where, this exactly is the point where everybody quits, right here. Why? Because let's say you started with 10K or 5K, right? Now, okay, fine, you might have made a little bit of profit, but now you're down here, you're down here to like 7K, okay? Now, this is why everybody fails at business, because they don't understand that business is a long-term thing. So let's say this is 6 months, okay? This is 6 months. Now, at 2 months, okay, you're at your drawdown period. Let's say you're down negative 30%. This is where you're gonna quit. So you actually will never see, you'll actually never see this whole upside that by following a profitable strategy you would have had. You actually just quit right there, okay? So this is what it comes down to. It's that if you start with 10K, you have a profitable strategy, these are your drawdowns, which might happen, but then eventually you'll be in profit. But if you started with 1K, same exact strategy, you would have actually gone to 0 right there because you didn't have enough margin to survive. To put it very, very simply, let's say you're starting a restaurant, okay? Your restaurant, your expenses are 10K a month. Employees, rent, all of the stuff, okay? This is a business, just so you guys understand. Now you're telling me, okay, I have 20K to start this business, but your expenses are 10K a month. Are you gonna survive? Are you gonna survive that business? The answer is no, okay? Does that mean the business is messed up? Does that mean the business will fail? Does that mean the business doesn't work? All right, no. You just didn't put in enough capital for the business to survive. If you start with 20K, your expenses are 10K a month, you really only have runway for 2 months. You know, you don't have that 1 year to 2 year runway. Same thing with trading. You need runway, you need margin, you need capital, okay? Now, if you can start a smaller business, AKA you can start with a smaller amount in trading, but then you need to also manage your risk the same way. You know, on a $1,000 account, you can't be doing $50 to $100 trades. You can't. There's too much risk. On a $1,000 account, I would just be doing max $1 to $5 trades. Max. Less than 1%. Okay? So, hopefully that explains exactly how it works. Let's see. What if I start with 1K and down to 2K? No, by the time, Jerry, if once your trades hit your balance, let's say you don't listen to me, which most people won't do, and that's why you guys are going to stay poor. Let's say you start with 1,000 and you do one massive trade and now your trade goes against you, and now the moment you hit negative 1,000 on your super massive trade, which you shouldn't even have done, it will close the trade, liquidate your account. Okay, you'll just go to 0. And there's negative balance protection on TradeXN, which means even if the next order was below, let's say your trade closed at like 1,300, but your account was at 1,000, it'll say like negative 300 for like just a few seconds, but then negative balance protection kicks in. It'll zero out your account. Okay, so you'll just go back to 0. But let's make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, let's avoid that scenario completely. Jerry's saying, I'm not staying poor. I promise you, I've been trading prop firms. I'm just figuring out what you got going. Yeah, no, actually, nothing here should be taken personally, to be honest. I'm just giving you the reality. And to be honest, I actually explained why prop firms don't work and why the only way to actually make money in trading is with your own capital. It's because of the drawdown, because you will go down negative 10, negative 15, negative 20%. It's going to happen. It's statistically factual. It will happen, but it's about surviving those downtrends, okay? The goal is to avoid that floor. So for a $100 experiment is 1% max. Here's the thing. Yeah, if you start with $100, I wouldn't do trades. I would actually, it doesn't matter what you start with, I would always risk less than 1%. How to use AlgoBars, for sure. So when you go to AlgoBars, when you go to TradeXN, get your account set up, right here, let's just start fresh, okay? I'll just go through this fresh. Step one, go to tradexn.com, click open account, select AlgoBars, okay? Make your account. Now when you make your account, you open a chart, okay? How do you open a chart? From the left side here, you just click add chart, or from the top, you could just click chart, add a chart. Now you're on this chart. Next step, you're going to click where it says candlestick. You're going to change it to range bars, okay? Range bars, because we don't use time-based candles, we use range bars. Perfect. Now we're on the range bars. How do the range bars work? The range bars only move when the price moves. Great. You can see very clearly, we can see the market's going up, down, up, down. You could do this on any market. Now, how do we actually trade using the range bars? For example, we can see we're in an uptrend here, right? It's going green. Now we're going to wait for the first red bar to close, okay? First red bar to close. Once it closes, once the first range bar closes red, that's when we enter our sell trade. Now, let's say it's going red, okay? Let's say it's going red. First green bar closes, we enter buy. Okay, so buy or sell. Now, as soon as the range bar closes, then I would enter my trade. How do I enter my trade? Step one, make sure that I have my lot size set correctly. Everyone should always, I don't care if you start your account today with 1,000, 5,000, 100,000, a million, doesn't matter. Always start with 0.01. Now, I do 10 lot size because according to my account size, which is over 300K, I do $1,000 trades, less than 1%, less than a third of a percent. Now, next thing, we always want to preset our stop loss and take profit at 100 points, especially for BTC. Okay, on gold, I do 200, 200. On NASDAQ, I do 10, 10. But it's basically the same thing. So, right here, preset my stop loss take profit to 100 and 100. All right. Now, once the candle closes, okay, once the candle closes. Now, Whale is saying, how do you know the reversals? It always flips because we know it's reversing because the bar closes. So while it's being made, that's not where I'd be entering my trade. It's when the first bar actually closes. That confirms the trend, okay? So that confirms the trend. Once this bar closes, then I will click sell. My stop loss take profit will be auto set. And now we just wait. That's it. That's the entire strategy. That's exactly how I make money every single day. We're up $2,500 today. Even though we did 3 trades, 2 of them hit our take profit, 1 of them hit our stop loss. This is normal. With this strategy, we get an accuracy of around 55 to 60%. It could be a little bit higher, 60 to 65, if I stack my trades, if I enter 2 trades instead of the 1. But that's far too advanced for you guys right now anyways. You should start by actually just following the first simple steps in order to get consistent. Then we can go into advanced things later. What's your range size? I try to set 50, it doesn't allow, only 20, 40. No, so actually you can just enter, for example, if I set 50, I have to click this check mark, okay, and there you go. There's the 50 range, okay? So, on the 50 range actually, this would be a really good entry. Why? Because look, right here, the candle closed red, right? You guys see that? The candle closed red, and now we got a pullback. So this is actually and look, if I enter a sell, I'm at the top of this red bar. So in fact, let's go ahead and enter this trade. I'm gonna go ahead. There you go. There's my sell trade. You guys wanted to see a live trade? There it is. Okay, there's the trade. There you go. There's my take stop loss. There's my take profit. There's our trade. Congratulations, we're in a trade. Okay. Now we can flip to the 20 range. Okay, flip to the 20 range, and we can see. You see, the 20 is also starting to go red. Now, if you do scalp trading, which is like very, very short-term small trades, you can do small ranges because then you'll be able to see the small movements. If you do scalp trades, big long-term trades, you can make your range bars bigger because then you'll be able to see the bigger trends, okay? But I usually just stick to 20 or 50, okay? How do I add capital to the demo account? You just click wallet and you click top up. Ralph is saying, how do you decide when to use 20, when to use 50 as range? I'm confused. No reason for confusion. You can actually use either. Like I said, if you're doing more scalping, you could do the 20 or 50. I kind of just flip between both just to see like what's going on, but you can use either of them. I'm just saying, what car do you have? I just have a GLE right now. I used to have the Ferrari, but super uncomfortable car. Everyone in my family had back pain when I had the Ferrari. I had back pain, my wife had back pain, my dad had back pain. Everybody had back pain. And honestly, like after going from the Ferrari into the GLE, I have massage seats. It's like floats on the road. It's just so nice. So yeah, honestly, like Mercedes for the win there, to be honest. Yeah, I used to have a few Porsches before as well. But to be honest, now I value my back condition. Maybe it's because I'm getting old. How do you know when it will go up or down? We just wait for the candle close. Steve is saying I have a Skoda. Abraham is saying, what color is your Bugatti? I don't know. When I get to the billions, then we'll see. All right. All right. So, all right, guys. So what we'll do is we'll call it a day here for the live. Thank you guys all for joining. I appreciate you guys. It's not an indicator. It's a chart type. So you can just switch on AlgoBars from candlestick to range bars. Arthur's saying, with 200 euros, how much can I make? I would try to make like 2 to 5 euros a day, which at the end of the month, just remember, it will add up. It adds up a lot over time. I would always risk less than 1%. What platform do you use to trade? TradeXN, select AlgoBars. All right, guys, before I go, make sure you guys go to tradexn.com right now. Click open account. The link is also in my bio. Get your account set up. Get your account funded. You just click wallet. Okay, click deposit. You can fund it directly with your card, with your debit card right here. You just enter the amount, enter your phone number, and then click continue, and then boom, you could just enter your card details, fund your account, start trading right away, risk less than 1%. Always start with 0.01 lot size. Join my lives here every single day. Thank you guys for joining. Make sure you guys give me a follow, turn on live notifications, and let's get started. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna have to wait it out. You guys will see what happens tomorrow. So make sure you guys join my live tomorrow, and let's get started. Saad is gonna stay broke. It is what it is. Feel bad. It is what it is, man. Saad is probably the type of person who pays people to learn how to trade, and then his mentors actually buy Lambos. All right, guys, thanks for joining. Thanks for all the comments, the gifts, the likes, the questions. You guys are amazing. If you guys are in the Toronto area, make sure you guys come visit me in person. I'm here 7 days a week from 11 to 5. Saad, pull up right now. Bring your laptop. And yeah, on Saturdays in the morning, we have like a nice meetup. If enough people come, I'll order some food, and we'll get started. All right, guys, have a good one. Take care, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.